who was there back there at NXT that you felt like, okay, you know what? This person's helping me out. This is giving me some good advice to like keep moving forward, whether it's like dealing with stuff backstage or just with like the with the character development of Gigi Dolin on NXT.
I mean, there was so many people that made a lot of small impacts during my time. I mean, like really a lot of the coaches, Terry Taylor was a big one. Like I love Terry Taylor to death. He always was on my side. Like always, just was always very very good to me during NXT. And Johnny Moss, who I spent a lot of my time being trained under in the Performance Center, like he became like a dad to me at some point. Like I just, like there were just so many coaches that make you feel so like loved, and like appreciated. And Robbie Brookside is another one that it wasn't just you're a coach at the place I work. Like these were people that I had relationships with. Like, and I always say like I'm so grateful that I had the opportunity to work with all these amazing coaches that were there. Norman Smiley's another one that I love Norman Smiley to death. Like and the coaches are the behind the scenes piece of this machine that don't get talked about, don't get the appreciation as much as they should, but they are the ones that are picking up some of us on our worst days. Like they are the ones that are helping us through the worst times. Sometimes they're helping us get to the best times, and they're the ones that are behind the scenes, like doing all the little work. And they all do, like Steve Carino too. Like Steve Carino was always um such an empathetic and caring individual. I mean, I would come in some days and you're working your ass off and you don't get breaks, and you can't really call in and say, "Hey, I'm like sad today. I don't want to call." You can't do that. Like, and you're really not even supposed to show that you're having a bad day at work. Like it just looks bad. But I would come in some days and Steve would be like, "Hey, go home. Like go home. Like I can tell you're having a bad day. Like just go home. Go rest." And like that those are like the kind of things you remember, because not everybody's gonna be like that and be caring and look out for people. So I'm just, I appreciate all of them. But I mean, there's a lot of people that along the way though, like made little impacts. I mean, Rhea Ripley's one person that anytime I was with her, she was just very encouraging. She was always very real with me, very raw with me, and she would always tell me some shit that she had gone through, and just would always like be like, keep your fucking head up, like you got this. Like there's a lot of people like that though that make these little impacts along the way, and you remember those people.
Yeah, and it's funny because like hearing you say the same thing about Rhea Ripley, I'm like, she's like, the top of the very top as it gets in this business. And she's a sweetheart. Like she hasn't, like from my experiences with interviewing her, she's never let the fame sort of get to her, like change her. She seems exactly the same from when I first interviewed her to like the last time I interviewed her, where, years have gone and, she's gotten bigger and bigger as a star. So hearing you say that about Chelsea, about Rhea, it's really nice because again, like I've seen it firsthand. So I'm really happy that you did have those experiences, because I feel like with the coaches, with Rhea, with Chelsea, they reignite, sort of like they give you the pep in the step that you may have needed that day. What was your relationship with Shawn Michaels? Because he seems like really close to everybody, very inspiring, and just trying to get everybody to like, do the best, like do the best that they can, right? And put on a good show.
Yeah, so I mean, Shawn was one of my favorite wrestlers growing up. So every day I went into work, it was kind of like I'm working for Shawn Michaels, and there he is. Like, uh, but Shawn's funny because sometimes he can be a little awkward. Like, he's like he's Shawn Michaels, but sometimes I don't know. He kind of gave off a little bit of like timid, like energy. Like he'd come talk to me, like try to crack a joke, and he would always be a little bit like awkward, and I'd be always a little awkward because I'm like, holy shit, it's Shawn Michaels. So it was always funny, but
Like
I always,
dad vibes, right?
yeah. um but yeah, like he always, I think he always liked my kind of vibe, my kind of stick. Like I remember when I first came to NXT before I was even on TV yet, and we would do performance center shows where it's a full wrestling show, but it's just for the coaches, just for the people that work at the PC, and it's just a way to get in some reps. And I would be making my entrance, and I got like all my like moves and like the way I move and stuff, and I'd always look over, and Shawn would be kind of like doing my little entrance with me. So I don't know, it's pretty cool, just getting to work with Shawn Michaels. He's freaking legend.